Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to open your eyes. Eggs and bacon. Eggs and bacon, buddy. Good morning, folks. I'm here in the morning on a Saturday. It is afternoon East Coast, so good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. Good afternoon for wherever you are. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. I'm here with Love and Action Network, a peer support organization that encourages, equips, and empowers bold dreamers to put their time, talent, and treasures in action. Woo! All right, our CEP is at Andre and the Flow. You can follow him on all platforms at that handle. We also have another practitioner at PWYC, the creator of the 7-Day Pillar Challenge that you walk through with us every single day that you listen to this podcast. And then there's me at Tara Priolo Studio on all platforms. Today, we are talking about the crown chakra and universal kindness. And I hope I still have all of my stuff up. I do. But oh, let me hit go live on the Instagram. If you're here with me on YouTube, I can't tell who you are unless you say hello to me. I will be checking Instagram comments intermittently. And if you are here with us on the replay, make sure you are commenting. So you can start with I know or I understand. That is the mantra of the day. I'll be sharing some more kindnesses, but the mantra of the day is I know or I understand. Go ahead and put that into the caption. I need to replace this because it is day 16,700 or 472nd day of waking up in jail for Charles McNair. And you can help get him free by calling the clemency office. You're going to hear more about that later from Dr. Flo. And we're going to go from there. Let's start with universal kindness. So we've already talked a little bit about the crown chakra. You know, this week is small acts of kindness in Love and Action Network. And I will tell you next week's theme at the end of the session today. So I scrolled too far up in my show notes. The crown chakra is the center of spiritual connection and universal love. We've talked about this for a very long time with PWYC leading the charge and Dr. Flo as well. So we know all of this about the crown chakra. It's located in your crown. Y'all know, okay? Small acts of kindness can align ourselves with a greater purpose. So for me, this shows up in my insistence that I promote Black people alongside the things that I promote. I promote people that are more melanated than me, that are oftentimes more affected by the system of white supremacy, the system of racism, the system of capitalism, the systems of colonialism. And I'm giggling because my child just did something funny to the dog. These are the people that I promote, right? That is a small act of kindness that I can take care of, right? That aligns with my greater purpose of disrupting whiteness, of facing whiteness, of changing these white dominant spaces and white dominant history. That is a part of my mission and purpose. Some people would call it calling. So if you know your mission or purpose, if you've thought about that, if you know that you're working towards it, put it down in the comment section and let me know how your small acts of kindness are working towards that. Okay, we're going to do a guided meditation. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes with me now. If you do not feel comfortable or you're driving, keep your eyeballs open, please. We want you to be safe. We're going to do some breathing. Y'all know I do 4 beats in, 4 beats out, twice in a row. We're going to think about a violet or white light. You choose. I'm going to choose violet for today. At the top of your head, connecting you to the collective love of the universe. Okay, so breathing in. Breathe out. Imagine that light. Breathe in. You're connected with your neighbor. Breathe out. Good. I want you to reflect on how kindness connects us to humanity. And I want to offer something here. I will hopefully post this somewhere, but Ismatu, I saw a video from Ismatu this morning on TikTok, and they were talking about how if we approached daily life like we were in the emergency that LA is right now, or that North Carolina was during the hurricanes, that we would approach life very differently. We would know our neighbors. It wouldn't be like we're just meeting our neighbors for the first time when something goes wrong. We are in an emergency. And so I met a neighbor yesterday, and I was thoroughly annoyed that this neighbor had knocked on my door twice. But what if I had dealt with that situation differently and instead came at it with kindness and gratitude for connecting me to my neighbor, and how that connects me to humanity, and in an effort to change the world, right? To turn it around for me. So reflect on how kindness connects you to humanity, right? And I think this is a perfect opportunity to, yes, Piper, to share, not that slide, this slide. Here are some things you can do for Charles McNair.
Dr. Flo here at Lexington Historical Museum. It's been 16,469 days that Charles McNair has been imprisoned in the North Carolina jail system. I think you all should know about it. I think you should email and call Governor Josh Stein's office to demand clemency for Charles McNair. If you do not know his story yet, I would encourage you to go to my link in bio and click through and discover what I've discovered about this man who should be free by now. I'll be back tomorrow in my little direct action towards this man's freedom. I believe that he deserved it 35 years ago and deserves it now. We put our love in action here, and we encourage all of you to do the same. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
So as you heard, that was from Wednesday. We need people to call the governor's office. We need people to call the clemency office. These numbers are available and we need people to email. So these actions are available at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. Again, we need, that's a small act of kindness that you can do. That is universal kindness. Freeing one man allows us to free a group. We talked about this on Deconstruction Junction yesterday. We free one person, we free a group. We free a group, we free society, right? We're liberating. We are liberating. Okay, I have one more universal kindness to share. Careful, baby. That dog tail's not going to save you very long. We have a mobile child, y'all. So one of the things that comes up when disasters happen, like Los Angeles, like North Carolina, like George Floyd, like food deserts, like all the things, okay, is people need donations. People need the share of the message. That was what we just talked about with Charles. What's up, baby? Piper, stop. Sharing a message of hope with your community or volunteering, right? So everybody needs people, everybody needs money, everybody needs education, and everybody needs hope. I'm trying to get y'all where I can not get the computer stolen by a child. Here. No, you're not coming up here right now. Here you go. Look. Okay. So here is my second share of the day that regards Los Angeles and the music community. So this is from an account called Music Cares. You can follow these directions in the caption, as well as following the directions here. Look. There you go. Get it. As well as reading this post and sharing this post. So there's obviously a large music community in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is one of the most populated places in the US. Music Cares is here for the music community. There's the reach out again, and then how you can help donate to Music Cares to be a part of the vital relief efforts, and share these resources with your network to spread the word about the support available to music professionals affected. And what I said on Threads, and I talked about this in Deconstruction Junction, is that, right now people are like, what are the reliable resources? Da 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 da. And I encourage you to look around your network, the people that you follow on social media, the people that you know personally, right? In order to get these resources. So I got this from somebody in my community that I know lives in Los Angeles. And so this is a trusted account that I can share things from. So that is the way to vet information. So you're not like, if you're concerned about giving your money places, which like, I'm also like, y'all got to stop being so concerned about losing money or like people spending money on things that they quote unquote shouldn't. Like, who cares? It's just money. It's just money. You'll get it back. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Those were my 2 shares of universal kindness myself. Collective kindness. How has collective kindness created change in your life or community? You can share that with me in the comments. I'm trying to think of an example of how collective kindness has created change in my life and my community. I think about my first album. I think about being able to donate $500 to a Black-owned organization. I think about all the grassroots funding that I do. I think about the mutual aid campaign that we ran last year that got Dr. Flo and Poppy Suzay out of paying back debt, right? I think about the education that is given freely. I think about the opportunities that are provided by Love and Action Network. Not because I'm a part of it, but just I think about that as a universal kindness that has changed my life and the way in which I approach things. I think about Build the Table that I built, that will be coming back, y'all. I just have to figure out what I'm doing with it. I think yeah, there's so much that I think about that kindness, a kindness of a hand extended to a biracial girl who has always just tried to figure out where she belongs and what she should be doing or what she could do or what her mission is and her purpose is in life. And I think about all those kindnesses along the way, from having a Black conductor to having Black moms take me in to having accepting family members, to having accepting some professors in college, to having accepting friends, to being able to even create community around the things that I believe in. Those are all great kindnesses, and they have certainly changed the trajectory of my life, and allowed me to create change inside of my wider community here in the Twin Cities. Okay, so I talk about this. I feel like I talk about this every day, but humanity is interconnected, right? Like we are all connected to each other. The song did not lie. She did not lie, honey. She did not lie. We are all connected to each other, in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. So kindness is part of that, right? When we are kind to one person, we are kind to another person, or they are kind to another person. If you think about it, like I always kind of think about it as paying it forward, right? So like when you're in a line and you're like, okay, one day at the grocery store, I had forgotten something in my cart, and the person behind me like grabbed it out of my cart after I had already paid and was like, "Oh, is this yours?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I'll just pay for it." Right? That's paying it forward. Or oftentimes in the coffee line, I will pay for the next person's order, especially if I have like a free drink or something. Like if I get a free drink, like, honey, I'm paying for you. I was going to spend the money anyway. Or I send the money on, right? These are ways that we're connected. So it's about paying it forward in time and energy and money, whatever you have access to. We are connected to each other. And when we do that, there was a day at Starbucks when I used to work there, which was a long time ago now, but when I used to work there, that someone paid it forward and we had 70 people in a row pay it forward, right? So the next person paid it forward, and the next person paid it forward, and the next person paid it forward, and so on and so forth. And so that is how we are connected. We hand on our energy, we hand on our money, we hand on our time because someone was kind to us. I want to invite you to reflect on how your actions contribute to universal love and share your experiences in the comments. Okay. So just reflect on that, share it with us in the comments. There are comments, I think, everywhere that you can watch this on the replay, on the Substack and on the Spotify, of course. If you are listening in on Apple, find us on Substack. You can find that at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. And I promised y'all I was going to introduce week 3. Week 3 is building bridges, which Dr. Flo tells me to be the bridge all the time. So I'm excited about next week, honey. Dr. Flo and I will be here with you tomorrow early in the day. I think we're at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is right at the start of the first of 3 football games tomorrow. And we are also doing watch parties all weekend, including Monday evening when our Vikings play. Skol Vikings, let's get the score. Skol Vikings, da 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 da, and we go. You're welcome for that. I don't know the words, y'all. I'm a horrible Vikings fan because I don't know the words. But join me and Dr. Flo tomorrow. Dr. Flo and I tomorrow. Make sure you're doing some calling on Charles McNair. That is McNeair. Make sure you're calling the clemency office as well as the governor's office. We need to know where Governor Josh Stein stands on clemency. And then as well as just connecting with us at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link to go deeper with us, to book Dr. Flo, to take performance coaching with Dr. Flo, to get life coaching from Dr. Flo. I will be connecting with Dr. Flo next week. He doesn't know this yet. I have to ask him for a link and pay him for a mastermind because I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to actually to do it, to do more. So anyway, I think those are all the things that I have to do. Continue to be anti-racist, be safe, wear a mask, make good trouble, do good work. Do good work. I'm going to concentrate on that because we talked about this in Deconstruction Junction yesterday. I need y'all to get to the action. I need y'all to start pushing the damn button. I need y'all to stop thinking and not stop thinking, but I need you to stop that from stopping you to taking action, right? Do good work. Did I say make good trouble? Make good trouble. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable, and nobody can change that. Joy is revolution. Joy, joy, God's great joy. Joy, joy down in my soul. Yeah, you're welcome. Step into it and belong to it. And I will see you tomorrow. Toodles, 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 toodles.